In today's video, I will be covering 5 essential stretching exercises that your muscles and you will absolutely love. So let's quickly get into it. The first one is the downward dog pose, or downward facing dog. This stretching exercise targets multiple muscle groups in your body, such as your arms, upper back, shoulders, calves, and glutes. It also helps open up your chest and shoulder muscles. This truly is a versatile exercise that helps build strength in your shoulders, arms, and core. And it aligns your spine and alleviates back and neck pain. To begin the downward dog pose, you need to get on all fours with your hands and knees shoulder width apart. Place your palms slightly ahead of your shoulders. Then, with your toes, lift your knees off the floor and raise your hips upwards. Make sure you keep your knees slightly bent to allow you to fully extend your spine. Use your palms to support your posture without adding too much pressure on them. Straighten your elbows and allow the stretch to work across your upper back. Hold this pose for a good 15 to 20 seconds. You can feel the stretch alleviating the pressure on your spine, and take deep breaths while you do so. Make sure you keep your head relaxed between your arms. Then, bend your knees to get back to the starting position. The second is the Cobra pose stretch. This stretch is one of the most important in counteracting the effects of slouching and bad posture. This pose comes under the category called back bends, which helps with spinal extension. The abdominal, hip, biceps, brachialis, neck, and ankles are the muscles that experience the stretch, while the hamstrings, glutes, spine, triceps, and upper back muscles are engaged the most. Begin by lying down on your stomach with your feet hip width apart and pointing your toes so that the tips of your feet are on the floor. Place your palms on the floor with your arms placed near your ribs. Then press your palms down and use that force to raise your upper body with your back arched and look ahead. Arch your back as much as you can without straining it. Hold this pose for a good 20 seconds before you lower yourself back down. Do this especially on days your workout routine engages your core the most to get the most benefit. The third one up is the standing lunge. This is one of the hip flexor stretches that helps immensely with strengthening your glutes and quads. It also helps with knee and hip mobility, as well as balance. It targets your glutes, hamstrings, quads, calves, and core muscles. Likewise, it can work as an excellent warm-up stretch before you begin lunges, or even for leg days at the gym. Begin with a split stance by placing one leg in front of your torso and the other behind. Make sure that your hips and toes are pointing forward. You can place your hands on your hips or the sides of your head. Pick what works best for you. This is to help you maintain your balance better. Now, slowly lower your body by using your front leg, and your back leg helps with maintaining the stability. Lower yourself as much as is comfortable, or till the front knee bends to a 90-degree angle. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and push your back up to get back to the starting split stance. Inhale as you lower yourself to the lunge position, and exhale as you get back up. Do not let your front knee pass your toes when you lower yourself. Take the help of your core muscles here to help maintain stability as you do this stretch. Then switch your legs and repeat the same stretch with the other leg in front. Now, the next one is one of the most well-known stretching exercises. I am talking about none other than the cat-camel pose. The cat-camel is incredibly beneficial for your spinal flexibility and is beneficial for those experiencing back pain or muscle spasms. It engages your core and spine. It helps with improving posture and spinal mobility and relieves tension in your back muscles. Not only that, but it's also a good warm-up exercise for your back for functional training days. Begin with your hands and knees on the floor or a yoga mat. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart and your knees are hip width apart. Align your hands with your shoulders and your knees with your hips. Then, slowly push your belly button downwards and raise your head upwards so that you can view the ceiling. Then, arch your back to create a camel's mound-like shape, with your head facing downwards and curled inwards. Remain in each stance for 3 seconds before either creating the mound or arching your back. This is a type of slow warm-up for your spine, so do not jerk your back, and make sure you move slowly yet freely. Do 10 reps of this movement to experience a wonderful stretch along your spine and back. Now, the final one on my list is a game changer, which is a complete body stretch that can also double down as a workout routine if done accordingly. I am talking about the Surya Namaskara, or sun salutation stretch. It is an ancient yoga stretch that engages the entire body. It is a sequence of 12 yoga poses done in succession. This stretch targets your spine, lower trapezius, latissimus dorsi, gluteus maximus, vastus lateralis, and rectus abdominis muscles. This stretch also aids in weight loss and is considered to be beneficial in maintaining a healthy heart too. Begin by standing upright and keep your back in a neutral position. Then inhale, stretch your arms up and lean back slightly. Then exhale and slowly bring your arms down to your toes. Try to touch your toes or the floor without bending your knees. Or, if needed, slightly bend the knees, but not too much. Then, holding that position, place your right leg back as much as possible. Keep your right knee down on the floor and stretch the toes out behind. Then, with your palms down and your left knee placed ahead, look up as much as you can. Now, with your right toe, pick up the right knee. Make sure your body is aligned and bring your left leg back to get to the plank or push-up position. Gently bring both your knees down. Get your chest down between your arms while keeping your hips up and elbows tucked into the body. Rest your chin down on the floor. Inhale and gently slide forward with your hips now touching the floor. Now, get into the Cobra pose, but do not go up yet. Make sure your toes are stretching out. Then, go up to the Cobra pose and immediately get up and into the downward dog pose. Now, bring your right leg forward with your left leg back and the left toe stretched out. Look upwards and with your palms on the floor. Then gently curl your left toe and with your left knee, take a step forward to meet your right leg. Then again, keep your palms on the floor and bend slightly with your head facing inwards. Bring your arms back up and once again lean back slightly. Then bring your arms back down. Now repeat the same by switching legs. This stretch will basically engage your entire body and almost all muscle groups. You can do this stretch solely by itself multiple times. And even on days you feel low on energy or fatigued to do a workout, you can do a couple of sets of the Surya Namaskara and call it a day. Here is how you can do these stretches before you begin your workout routine, or to simply help alleviate stress or muscle tension. Begin with the downward dog pose. Do 3 sets by holding the position each time for 15 to 20 seconds, and take a 10-second breather between the sets. Then proceed with the Cobra pose. Hold the pose for a good 10 seconds, and after 3 sets, begin with the standing lunge. Hold this pose for 3 to 5 seconds on each leg. Do 3 sets of each leg with a 10-second breather in between, and get on to the Cat-camel pose. Do 10 reps of this for 3 sets before you end your stretching. Now, those who want a more challenging routine can incorporate the Surya Namaskara in the end and do 4 reps with each leg and complete 3 sets each. Make sure you do these stretches as a habit and let your body reap the most benefits from them. Skipping your stretching exercises can lead to muscle cramping and stiffness. So, to avoid that and to help prevent any injuries, keep stretching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification button to be able to enjoy more such videos.